Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Burp. It is T West here, and I have the honor today of presenting to you all probably the two most handsome men on the podcast world that you have ever gotten a chance to meet. We have the Bildo and we have the Luca. Welcome back, guys, to the Burp. It is good to see you again.
Glad to be back.
I mean, After saying beautiful things like that, I mean, look at this beautiful guy hosting it. I mean, we got to throw it back at you, Maybe you could throw something back too. Hey.
So we actually have a really cool episode for you guys today, or whatever you want to call it, video episode recording. It's really cool. We have some things that we want to talk about today, and we are diving deep into the world of American football. Yet again, it's something that is always prevalent in the media world, in the sports world, but this week was particularly a big week for everyone. We did have the NCAA national championship game for football. You had Indiana going up against Miami. We had NFL divisional weekend playoffs. And then, of course, there's always NFL head coaching carousel mysteries and things like that are happening. So we're going to get through all that today. So hold on tight. We're going to get started. Actually, we're going to start right now. If you guys are ready to go, hold on. Lucas got something.
Wait. Are we still going to talk about the history of mammograms?
No, we pushed that off. We tabled that. That's a discussion for another time.
Yeah, that's our feminist episode. I messed up. My bad.
Nope, that's okay. Glad you brought it up. It's been out on everyone's minds. Nope, good call. So what we are going to do, though, is we're going to hop right into the national championship game. And Indiana, the University of Indiana, captured their very first championship by beating the University of Miami and Carson Beck and all them guys. So I want to get your guys' thoughts. Luca, let's start here with you. What are your thoughts about the fact that Indiana is a national champion in football, a Big Ten team that 2 years ago was 1-8, and now they're 16-0, one of only two teams to ever be 16-0. So, Luca, what are your thoughts on this? How you feeling? What are you thinking?
I think it's dope. I'm not too sure if it's because of NIL deals. I don't know if they've pulled in some stuff with that. I know that coach is a badass. That's pretty dope. Mendoza, I feel bad that he's going to go to the Raiders.
Yeah,
and it's going to end his career, but that game was pretty good. I mean, he didn't have to throw like 5 touchdowns in the previous one. His team definitely helped him out, but he did what he needed to do to get in the end zone. I mean, that what was it, 4th and 5 run, and he just got smashed a couple times and still got into the end zone. Dude, could you imagine that being shot in Hollywood and be slow-mo as he's going in there? Like the cool front view, like of Jamie Foxx doing it. Like, oh my gosh. Post-game interview, I mean, he's just a little nerd like us. And so, hey, more power to the guy. It was pretty dope. It was cool. I like it. Congrats, Indiana.
All right. Great thoughts. Billy, I want to get your thoughts on this. What are your thoughts about this game?
I have a good thing and I have a concern. I don't know which one you want me to start with.
Let's start with the concern. We'll end on a good note.
I have a concern for Miami losing because I'm worried about Michael Irvin and his cocaine use and him spiraling out of disappointment that the U didn't win, because pretty sure Michael Irvin like guaranteed a win, or he said it was the best Miami team since his time. So I'm a little worried about him.
Oh man, I tell you what, Michael Irvin, are you okay? We're reaching out here. We can't supply you with anything, but we can send love your way and hope to help you. So, man, good call. Forgot about that.
The good out of it is I'm okay with Indiana winning as long as that dork from Nebraska that imitates Patrick Mahomes doesn't win shit.
Dylan Raiola,
yeah, that guy is a dildo. Just, I mean, talk about just cosplaying Patrick Mahomes. I don't like him at all. So whatever. That's my college football take, as much as I paid attention to it.
All right, that's fair. Dylan Raiola has definitely gone about a different way of getting some notoriety. It would be cool to see him just be a good quarterback without having to piggyback off of Pat Mahomes. But in today's world, you got to do what you got to do. So, The one thing I'll say on the game, right, is that Miami did a great job of getting through the playoffs and getting to that final. The thing that I keep hearing is that the average age for the guys in Indiana was 23 years old. Where the Packers, the youngest team in the NFL, was only like 24 and a half, 25. There's not a lot of age difference there. So Indiana came in with a bunch of guys who were older and have been playing college football for a while. Did that have something to do with it? Maybe. Their coach came from the Saban tree, so maybe that helped. What was it? The Mendoza was just like Tim Tebow, a very faithful guy wearing number 15. Little tidbit, someone can fact check me on this one, but I did hear that Mendoza walked onto the University of Miami as a freshman and was rejected from the football team.
Wow.
And then a few years later, he goes to beat them in the national championship game. So kind of a full circle, hey, you missed out on me kind of thing. So kind of cool. But I'm just glad it wasn't Alabama again, or some SEC team. Georgia's cool. My wife loves Georgia. But I'm glad it was a Big Ten team for the third year in a row. You guys know who the last two have been?
No.
So, Luke, I see you thinking.
State?
Ohio State was one. And who's the other? So,
Was it
Michigan.
Penn State or Oregon?
It was Michigan 2 years ago. Michigan was 2 years ago when they went undefeated. Last year was Ohio State. This year was Indiana. So we've had 3 straight years of the Big Ten winning the national championship. So,
wow,
is the SEC really as strong as it used to be? It doesn't quite look like it. So, all right, we're gonna move on. Thank you guys for your thoughts on that. We're gonna actually move on to the NFL, where they get paid.
Wait, real quick. Did you guys see on the internet about did you guys see on the internet they're posting about Miami? One of the girls that goes there, she was a porn star, and she was like on TV being all sad that Miami was losing.
No,
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I had no idea. They're like, oh, somebody from ESPN's getting fired for putting her on there. I'm like, I had no idea up until I turned on Instagram in the morning and saw it all.
Okay. Well, I mean,
right.
That cameraman has something else that he knows then. So, whichever.
Cameraman's adding to his material.
Yep, exactly. All right. Well, let's move on. Let's move on to the NFL. We're going to talk about the NFL divisional playoffs and our reactions to that. Boy, there was a lot going on. If you didn't have somebody to root for, this was a hell of a weekend to just watch football, right? There was a lot of great games. So I want to get you guys' initial reaction to just all 4 games. What were your thoughts? We had the Broncos getting past the Bills somehow. You had the Patriots, who beat up on the Texans a little bit. The Seahawks just absolutely destroyed the 49ers. And I got a follow-up question for you guys on that one. And then the Rams. The Rams beat the Bears in overtime. So a few follow-up questions to this. But first, I just want to get your overall sense, your overall reaction to the divisional weekend. Billy, let's start with you on this one. Luca, we started with you for the last one. So we got Billy's one.
Yeah, it was a good week for football. I think the game that stood out to me the most was the Rams-Bears game, just because it kind of came down to the wire, went to overtime. Caleb Williams just, again, an unbelievable miracle throw, a second-half comeback, all that stuff that pisses me off as a Packers fan. But trying to look at it neutral from just a fan of football to enjoy it that way, it's like, wow, the Bears got a coach. He's a douche, but they still got a coach. And they got their franchise quarterback. They're finally putting the pieces together. And as a Packers fan, it was nice to just know that we were owning the Bears for all these years. But again, looking at it neutral, that rivalry is now renewed, and it's going to be anybody's game back and forth, especially just with the talent on both sides or both teams. Mm-hmm. It's not lopsided anymore. It's going to be a good rivalry. The Broncos-Bills, Josh Allen, man, he doesn't have to go through Mahomes, Burrow, or Lamar in the playoffs, and he still takes an L.
No asterisks.
No asterisks. And Patriots beating the Texans, dude. CJ Stroud, he sucks in the playoffs. I mean, you can't win when you throw 4 interceptions. So
Makes it rough.
Yeah, makes it rough. And then what was the last one? Seahawks and 49ers. I was not expecting that to be a blowout.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I thought the Niners could have pulled it off. I really thought so. Just being a division game, and those are usually always tight and can go either way. I was expecting them to put up a little bit better of a fight.
Okay. All right. No, all good thoughts. I think a lot of us feel a very similar way. Luca, what are you feeling about this past weekend's whatever the hell happened?
Yeah, right off the bat, I'm going to say fuck the refs in the Bills game. They got hosed once again by the refs, and the Chiefs weren't even on the field for once. So, I mean, that was what it was. Sean McDermott, I mean, we want to complain about LaFleur. For some odd reason, Sean McDermott just can't get the plays that in there that they need to win the fucking game. I will say this. Bills, you got to go get a wide receiver. At some point, you just got to go like, well, he's not Tom Brady. Get him a wide receiver. So fuck that game. New England, shit. I hope we don't see a dynasty again, but whatever. I mean, they look good. Can't say anything bad about that. Congrats to them.
I don't like it.
Sam Darnold. I hope he makes the Super Bowl. So everybody can see how trashy the Jets are in that franchise and how they destroyed a great quarterback who got out of that franchise and just dominated. Fuck the Jets. Congrats to Sam Darnold. I hope they make the Super Bowl. Now that I'm saying that, they're going to lose. And then the Bears-Rams game. Literally, I think Caleb Williams is better than Jay Cutler. Pains me to say that, but I still think he's like worse than our top 10 quarterbacks that we've had the past 10. So he can still go suck a dick. Fuck the Bears. I'm so glad that they're sitting on the couches watching the games with us, just like all their fans and everything. Yeah. Way to be cocky and still not make it there. Welcome to being a Green Bay Packer fan. And that's
damn. All right, Lucas spewing the hot takes right there.
Mic drop.
Yep, telling the Bears to go suck a dick. Damn, bro.
Can we also bring up again how Luca bet that the Bears are going to come back on the Packers just to win $600? Like, fuck you for that, because I think you manifested that shit.
That's what we said. Yeah.
I blame the Packers' loss on you. I think it's your fault. I really do.
Okay, everyone in the out there in the world listening, can you whose side are you on here? Luca betting against the Packers?
I had to hedge it. I had to hedge it. I had to
even the internet
quickly
oh no, he's stuck.
He's stuck frozen. That's his punishment is having shitty ass internet because he voted against he bet against the Packers.
What? 2 gigs aren't shit. It's this laptop.
Yeah. Well, did you really upgrade your internet?
Yeah, I got 2 Gs now.
Damn. I think you need to take 2 Gs and get it back.
Yeah, might not be the worst, homie.
You should take 2 Ds.
2 Ds?
Oh, fuck.
All right. So, okay. Getting back on track, I do want to get your guys' thoughts on something here. So I pretty much agree with a lot of your guys' takes there. So I want to go revisit one thing here. Let's revisit the fact that in that Broncos game with the Bills, at the very end of the game, it turned out that Bo Nix broke a bone in his ankle. What happened there? You guys are the Broncos able now with Jarrett Stidham at quarterback? Do you think they're going to be able to go up against the Patriots and actually win?
No, they're fucked.
I agree. I don't know what's what are you going to do, because that's now your quarterback, and that's I don't know what do you do? So
what a bad way to break a bone in your ankle and be out for the rest of the postseason just by trying to kneel down and set your kicker up in the position that the kicker wants to be in for a more accurate kick. Like what a bad way to go out.
Yeah, right. Second last play of the game, and but you wouldn't even know. He looked like he got up a little sore and limped. But
Right.
You didn't see any evidence that he had actually broken something. So
yeah, poor guy.
I don't know. Do you guys think they can go to New England and or do you think New England? I'm sorry, New England's coming to Denver. I believe Denver is the 1 seed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Does Denver have any chance against New England now with Jarrett Stidham at quarterback?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we're pretty much assured that New England is going to go back to a Super Bowl. Oh, that drives me nuts. I'm not ready for a New England Super Bowl, right? Like we've had that. We've had the Kansas City Chiefs. We had the Patriots. I didn't want the Broncos either. I was kind of hoping for the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
But then CJ Stroud happened. What happened to CJ Stroud? Is he overrated? I mean, this is his third year making it in the league and making it to the divisionals. Is he overrated?
I'm gonna wait for Luca to catch up. He can go first.
Yeah. Well, no. I'm here. Well, when you have nobody to throw to, if he doesn't have Nico Collins, what the fuck is he doing? He just looks like garbage.
So he's got to have a receiver.
I mean,
right?
Jordan Love.
What? You said something about Jordan Love? We didn't hear the end of that. I think he's.
Oh fuck! Is this really happening? Yeah, I'm like, I think Jordan Love's better than Stroud.
Oh no! It happened again, dude.
Are we good?
Jordan Love sucks. I'll just finish that statement.
All right, that's fair. Luca, you're cut off again as you said. Jordan Love.
Fuck me.
So,
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Well, I stopped my comment halfway through. My bad.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to say here that yes, CJ Stroud. I hate to call him overrated, but how do you go? Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm thinking because I think back to a day when Brett Favre threw 6 interceptions against the Rams. So maybe we're being too hard on CJ Stroud, like Lucas said, when he doesn't have a wide receiver. Sorry, and yeah, okay. So let's move on. Let's move on. Let's talk about this one. I'm kind of excited because it makes me feel good. We talked about how the 49ers just got waffle stomped, right? So does that loss make you feel better knowing that the 49ers beat up on the Packers for like 4 straight years in the playoffs? Does seeing them just get beat to piss, does that make you feel better?
I don't know. Such a different 49ers team back when they owned the Packers. Same coach though, right?
Yeah,
right?
Still Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, I guess it feels a little good, but I just feel like we didn't get I always say we. I'm not part of the fucking team. The Packers never got the chance to redeem themselves with that,
right?
Or with like the Rodgers and all those Packers against like the Kaepernick era of the 49ers and get their redemption. So for me, I feel like that ship sailed, nail in the coffin.
Okay.
49ers bested the Packers in that era, and if they were to play again in the playoffs, I feel like it's start from zero. You got 2 different quarterbacks now. You have, I don't think McCaffrey. Well, no, McCaffrey wasn't on the team back in those days, was he? Or
I think with the Garoppolo back in 22, maybe. Or I can't remember which year.
Sure.
It was, but...
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I just feel like that ship sailed, and because for a while I feel like that was a new rivalry brewing because the Packers and the 49ers were meeting in the playoffs, and like I said, it was kind of like this new rivalry. But I think there's so many other good teams that have emerged since. I just think it's dead.
Okay, Luca, what about you? What are your thoughts on this?
Well, hey, first off, I fixed the internet, so we should be good there. Second,
what did you do?
Fuck the Niners. Like, who cares about them anymore? I had the Wi-Fi on, and so my Ethernet cord that I plugged in, they're battling against each other. I just like clicked off to the side here, and it's saying how it tried to keep connecting me to Wi-Fi. I'm like, oh,
Yeah. Okay.
let's
Okay.
just turn that off.
All right. Well, fingers
Yeah,
crossed
look
that
at me being a
we're
boomer.
good the rest of the way here.
Yep. Sorry about that, guys. But hey, at least we're not playing against Cole and Kaepernick anymore. So yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo, that team, it still has a couple of the same players, but it's only Kittle. But how are you going to be mad at Kittle? I just feel bad that he blew out his Achilles, which poor guy.
You can't hate Kittle. I love Kittle.
Kittle's all right.
No,
he's all right.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like Kittle? Oh, his dick's still stuck in the Ethernet port. You, Luca, you don't like Kittle?
Wait, no, who doesn't like Kittle? No, I like Kittle. I had him on the fantasy team. I love that guy.
Yeah, I was asking you that. Okay. Yeah. I like Kittle. I mean, he's a cool guy. I really grew to like him watching receivers. I thought he was a cool guy. His wife's very cool and supportive, and that's you know, what more can you ask for?
All right. Okay, cool. I wanted to get you guys' thoughts on that. I feel a little bit better just because, I mean, we owned them in the 90s. They owned us in the 20-teens and 2020s. And,
yeah,
you know, it just felt good to see them just not have a good day. So that's just me being sour. But, all right, moving on. Let's move on to this one's going to hit a little bit. How are we feeling about the Bears and Caleb Williams? I know, Billy, you started talking a little bit, but he did throw 3 interceptions in that game. Turned the ball over in some very important times. He did have those amazing plays. Don't know how he did it, just like he did against the Packers. He had that one where he scrambled backwards for like 20 yards and hit the Cole Kmet in the corner of the end zone. Like, not sure how that happened. But how are you guys feeling about the Bears and Caleb Williams? Is he that next generational talent, that next Pat Mahomes? Or is he going to be the guy that just tries too hard and turns the ball over in those critical moments? Where are we with him? Because we've seen both. He beat us twice, but yet he just gave the ball away and lost the game kind of for the Bears. So against the Rams. What are your thoughts on that? Let's start with you, Luca, on this one.
I don't know. It was an amazing throw to the back of the end zone. Do you trade that amazing throw for those 3 picks back? And, I mean, as long as he's throwing picks to Green Bay next year, that's all I care about. Fuck Caleb Williams.
Okay. Short, simple. There we go. Billy, what do you got to add to this? I know you talked a little bit about it earlier, but I was wondering if you had any more you wanted to add to it.
Yeah, sorry, I jumped the gun a little bit. I think, you know, to answer your question, is he the next Patrick Mahomes? It's like, I think he needs to be the next Josh Allen before he's the next Patrick Mahomes. Before he's the next Josh Allen, I think he needs to be the next Joe Burrow before he gets to all those levels. And he's not there yet. Okay. He shows some glimmer of hope, definitely. I think he's got more of a gunslinger mentality or attitude than I ever gave him credit for, hence those 3 picks.
Yeah.
That miracle throw, at first when I saw it, I was like, oh, it's offensive pass interference. What the fuck? But when they showed it did look like it. But when they showed the replay, I was like, no, Kmet did a really good job of getting some separation. I think maybe the Rams defender slipped, perhaps. I don't know. But you know what? At the end of the day, your luck's going to run out with those miracles, and you're just not going to get that lucky. So you need to clean the other shit up and stop throwing picks.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I think the Bears finally found their coach, and then they finally found their franchise quarterback. But how am I feeling about Caleb Williams? Like Lucas said, yeah, fuck him. Fuck the Bears. I mean, as a Packers fan, fuck him.
All right. Perfect. I think that's, you know, that's fair. That's par for the course here.
But I will say, though, the Packers live rent-free in the Bears' head. I saw a video yesterday. They're at a Chicago Blackhawks game.
Yeah.
Not even the same sport. And the crowd's cheering "fuck Green Bay" or "Green Bay sucks," wherever it was. Just going like, we just are living in your head.
Oh yeah. Always.
You know. And then I saw another video of a bunch of dudes getting pedicures before the Bears game.
Saw that too. Maybe
you sent that. I don't know, but it was just like whatever. I mean, this is being recorded right now, and I'll say it. I have gotten a pedicure once in my life because I went with my wife and she bought it for me. I was like, "What's this shit all about?" It was cool.
Yeah.
But
No, absolutely.
you're gonna see me painting my nails and all that kind of stuff? Probably not. But weird. Weird.
You know, I think it would be better if Caleb Williams just said what he needed to say, and if he has to close that closet door behind him, great. Whatever he wants to do here, just be open and honest about it. Not saying anything, but fuck Caleb Williams. Always, nobody can get. Okay, I'll give him his credit here, his due.
I mean, bros,
you can't sack the guy.
That's true.
So, yeah. Luca, what were you going to say?
Bro's pulling in some poon. I mean,
you never know, right? Anyway, so let's move on from that because what we've also seen this year is a 10. Now there were 10 NFL head coaching vacancies. And so let's talk a little bit about that because there's a lot to dissect here of what's going on. There's been some hirings already. There were some firings mid-season. You had the Tennessee Titans and you had the Giants. They all fired mid-season. Then we just today learned about, what's close to us was Packers Jeff Hafley, our defensive coordinator, being named to the Miami Dolphins head coach. And also Robert Saleh, who was a friend of Matt LaFleur and helped in Green Bay for a little bit this past year. Before getting back with the Niners, he signed with the Tennessee Titans to be their head coach. So what we have so far is Tennessee getting Robert Saleh. The New York Giants got, of course, John Harbaugh. Jeff Hafley went from the Packers to the Dolphins, and the Atlanta Falcons went and got Kevin Stefanski. So 6 out of the 10 head coaching vacancies are still open. 4 are filled. What are your guys' initial thoughts of one of the teams that are still out there? You got Arizona, Baltimore, Buffalo, Cleveland. You got Vegas out there yet, and finally Pittsburgh with Mike Tomlin resigning there. What are you guys' thoughts? Let's start first with the hirings. What do you guys think about them? Pick one, pick two, whatever you want to talk about, and then we'll go on to the openings yet and who might be a good fit for roles, and especially for our Green Bay Packers. Who do we know that's out there that could be a good defensive coordinator for us? So let's, Luca, let's start with you. What do you think so far about the 4 hirings that have happened in the NFL so far?
Yeah, got to go towards John Harbaugh. I think that's the greatest thing that the Giants could have done. I heard he was eating at a restaurant, and the owner said, "Hey, if you're not going to sign with us, let me know, and I'll walk you out the back." I thought that was pretty bold of that guy. I think it's bold that John's in New York. That could be huge. That could be awesome for that franchise. Stefanski, great. You're going to a team that will actually appreciate you and not just bend you over after being back-to-back coach of the year.
Yeah, Cleveland.
Robert with the Titans. I mean, Titans might as well just get up and move to another state. I mean, go to Portland or something. I don't fucking know. Like, I don't even know why they have a team anymore. And then Hafley. I was really hoping we'd do whatever we could to retain him. I don't want to think about replacing him. Who could replace him at this point? And I don't know. With LaFleur calling plays, you might as well just grab a paper bag, put it over somebody's head, and just have them call whatever. You got Micah Parsons. As long as that guy shows up, maybe we draft a cornerback. Even if we don't have cornerbacks, what the fuck are we doing? So, yeah, Hail Mary there. So that's what I think about the guys who got signed and everything.
Okay. Billy, let's get your thoughts on this.
I'm surprised Harbaugh signed so quick. I kind of was expecting him to maybe play the field a little bit, maybe do a little bit of interviewing, all that. I was surprised he signed with the Giants so quick. Maybe he sees something there with Dart and Scadaboo. Maybe, I don't know, because, I mean, they had some momentum going until Scadaboo got injured. And Dart was out with a concussion for a week or two or whatever, too. So maybe he sees some potential there. I feel like he should have played the field a little bit more because the Bills' job opened up after he signed.
Yeah.
Maybe that would have changed his mind. If it was me, not like I know shit about fuck, but maybe I'd be like, I don't think I'd rather coach the Bills with the talent at what they have in their roster than the Giants. That's always been a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Kevin Stefanski, cool. First first move Matt Ryan made, whipping his nuts out and making some moves as president. All right, cool. Jeff Hafley, I can't wait to see his transition from the crew cut to a Miami cokehead, just like McDaniels did.
Yep, that'll be good.
Las Vegas Raiders. God, that position should just remain vacant. Shit.
Shit.
Just a horrible team. Kind of on par with like what Lucas said about the Titans. Like Robert Saleh, he doesn't have good luck as a head coach.
No, should have stayed a coordinator.
I don't know what it is about him. I just don't like. I mean, maybe it's just his. I don't know. Whatever. Just I don't know. I don't know. He had a lot of hype for nothing. I feel, but I could also be ignorant to the story and might not know. Good luck in Tennessee. I think you're fucked there. And what else? What else did I miss? Cardinals. Cardinals. Shit. I mean, maybe Mike Tomlin goes there. Maybe he gets some sun in the desert. Get a little change of scenery from Pittsburgh and that climate. Maybe some desert will do him good, and he can rebuild that. And Kyler Murray's probably done in Arizona, so maybe he can maybe he can start over with something in Arizona.
Okay, I like that. Those are all good thoughts. I'm just gonna put my 2 cents in here real quick about Jeff Hafley. I did not think he was ready to be a head coach. I did not think he was a great coordinator at that. His numbers this year were worse than the previous year, and they weren't any better, honestly, than our previous coordinator. Do you guys remember who that was?
Is it still Don Capers? Or was he a couple ago?
Wasn't it Joe Barry? Joe Barry?
Oh,
so, his numbers weren't better than Joe Barry's. So we didn't see that much of an improvement from Jeff Hafley. So to see the Dolphins go after a defensive-minded, coordinator to make them their head coach, when you have so many holes on offense yet, that move kind of surprised me a little bit. I don't know how well. Maybe it works out great. Maybe Jeff Hafley is meant to be a head coach with that defensive-minded mindset, and he doesn't actually have to call the plays. Who knows? So that one kind of surprised me. The Harbaugh to New York, I think it could be good for New York, especially with the young pieces. You said Jackson Dart, Cam Scadaboo, Malik Neighbors. They're drafting high again. They have some good pieces. It was a very attractive job. I agree that I think Buffalo is going to be a very attractive job to someone because you got an MVP in Josh Allen. You got a running back that led the league basically. Go get that wide receiver, Luka, just like you said. Can you develop yourself a big 3 there? That would help a ton. There's still a few missing pieces there, I think. But what I do kind of want to talk about quick, and I'm going to go to you guys too, because I want to find out of the list, what is your most attractive remaining job that's out there, for a potential new head coach? And to answer my question before I get to that, one of the questions I was talking about was who could be our next defensive coordinator? Right now, there are 2 names for me that stick out. 3 names that stick out. I would look for the Packers to go after Raheem Morris, the ex-Falcons head coach. He and LaFleur were close, but he's a very good defensive coordinator. Has never really been successful as a head coach to that next point. So I would love to bring him in. Brian Flores from Minnesota. Go get that guy. So get him, and so we don't have to play against him because we always struggle against his defenses. And he's got a great opportunity to lead the Packers D, which would be good. And then finally, Jim Leonard, the old Badgers safety, played for the Jets a little bit, coached with the Badgers. I think he would be a good fit in there as well, ready to make that next step. So those are my 3 guys for the Packers to get, and I think each 3 of them would be an upgrade over Jeff Hafley. Just saying. But now I want to reach out. I want to find out from you guys. What is it, out of the remaining jobs that we see out of there, Arizona, Baltimore, Buffalo, Cleveland, Las Vegas, and Pittsburgh, what is your most attractive job if you were a head coach looking to take a job? Luka, let's start with you. Which one sticks out to you the most?
Man, Buffalo. Could you imagine if Tomlin somehow got traded to Buffalo? My goodness. That has
You'd
Super
have a
Bowl
quarterback.
written all over it.
Yeah.
Anybody who goes to Buffalo, you know they're going to use something on grabbing a wide receiver, whatever pick they have to at this point. Most attractive. As far as defensive coordinators, yeah, you brought up all the guys who I've seen out there. I think the best would be Raheem Morris. And if you're going to do that, you might as well bring in Cokehead from Miami, too, to start taking play calls away from LaFleur. Because at least he can get the ball down the field when people aren't injuring themselves and being thankful that they're off the team.
Sure.
And having like another 20 babies in the offseason, that's where I'm sitting with that. And then the last one, because I was so stuck on that Bills being the most lucrative spot, I blanked out on that one.
Okay. All right. Billy, let's reach out to you. What are you thinking?
Well, quick question. Do you think Raheem Morris would take a DC job and take kind of a step back from being a head coach? Is that what the rumors are?
I think so. I really think that would be in his best interest. Probably. So
Then, yeah, I definitely agree. I think he'd be a great addition. McDaniels, I heard he's got some ties to the Lions, perhaps. I read something somewhere about that, which don't really like having to see him twice because of his offensive guru-ness. So I wouldn't mind seeing him somewhere. Selfishly, it's just like, oh, where would the climate be best out of these teams? Like, Arizona in the winter is better than Buffalo in the winter. So selfishly, I'd be like, where is the climate going to be best for me? But if you're looking at the talent, I agree with Luka. Tomlin on the Bills, they would fuck up that division.
Yeah.
Perhaps the whole conference. I think Tomlin should still be a coach somewhere. I think he just ran his course with the Steelers. I think it was just amicable. I just think it wasn't like anything bad. It's like, hey, you know what?
Yeah, I think
we did this for this time. It reminds me kind of like how Aaron Rodgers left the Packers. It was kind of like, hey, we need to go in a different direction. You're getting up there in age. You've been with us this much time. We need to go in a different direction. With Tomlin, feels like it's the same thing. You've been for 19 years. You haven't taken us. You've had your winning record for all these years straight, which is great. But you haven't done anything in the postseason for us much. It's time to go in a different direction. So I think a fresh start and a reset for Tomlin would be pretty good for him. So I guess that's my long way to saying, like, I agree with Luka. I think Tomlin in Buffalo would kick some ass.
Okay. All right. Very cool.
Can I say one thing real quick about Halfley?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, we can all relate to Halfley right now. If you're not consciously trying to take that next step to get to your goal, whether you're ready for it or not, why are you even doing the job? Like, you guys are both taking promotions. Why wouldn't you take them? Why would you be like, no, I need more time hanging out with so-and-so and doing the job that I should be doing? Like, cool. Let's see what Halfley can do. I'm not going to lie. Hope he comes back someday.
Okay. Good to know. So appreciate that. And before we get off the NFL coaching carousel, I just want to put out a hypothetical to you guys because it still hits home to us a little bit. Aaron Rodgers is a free agent, right? He signed a 1-year deal with the Steelers. The Steelers are looking for a head coach. This is where it gets interesting. Mike McCarthy is rumored to be interviewing with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's from Pittsburgh. He's coached the Packers. He coached the Cowboys. Coached the Cowboys fairly well. Would be a good candidate in Pittsburgh. Do you think we see a reunion because the Steelers organization and the players have come out and said they would love Aaron Rodgers to come back? Do you think if McCarthy gets hired on as the head coach in Pittsburgh, we see a reunion of Rodgers and McCarthy for 1 year in Pittsburgh?
You know what? McCarthy's from Pittsburgh too.
Yeah. Yep.
Fuck it. Send it. Yeah.
Send it, right? That's what I'm saying.
Why not?
I think it's a great idea. Make it happen. I would love to see Rodgers and McCarthy go 1 more year together, see what happens, right? It's Pittsburgh. It's a new place. They both like it there. They love the organization. So
yeah.
Right. And I think the best part, nobody said this yet, but McCarthy's from Pittsburgh, so
Okay. Yeah. Nobody said that.
Nobody said that. Yeah.
nobody said that.
Goodness.
No, I mean T West didn't say it, Bailey didn't say it, but I didn't say it either.
No,
I can't wait till
Well, it
he
would
plays
slap.
this back.
Okay, so all right, I wanted to get your thoughts on that. Now I'm gonna make this very difficult on you guys because we're gonna do a franchise bench cut. I'm gonna give you 3 head coaches, someone to start your organization with, someone you would maybe bring on as a coordinator, kind of, and then somebody you just want nothing to do with. Okay. But it's the head coaching version of who's out there right now. Okay. So right now, and I'm going to give you 3 names. We talked about a couple of them already. We talked about Mike Tomlin. Okay. So the thing with Mike Tomlin is you're going to have to trade for him. So he resigned, meaning the Pittsburgh Steelers still own his rights. So you're going to have to trade for Mike Tomlin. So that's one name. All right. Name number 2 is going to be, it's actually going to be Mike McDaniel. Okay. Mr. Coke himself, and then the final name is going to be, because I wanted to make this all head coaches who are trying to restart somewhere. The final name will be Mike McCarthy. So Mike Tomlin, Mike McDaniels, Mike McCarthy. Did you guys see what I did there too? All 3 of them are named Mike.
Oh,
so
okay.
I had to. Sorry,
I like that.
So Mike Tomlin, Mike McCarthy, Mike McDaniels, franchise bench cut. Luca, let's start with you. Who are you FBCing with these guys?
I want Tomlin. Let's go Tomlin. The guy can get to a Super Bowl. He's always having a winning season. Give that guy another chance. I'm gonna call in an audible. I want Sean McDermott. Guy needs another chance. I want him to be on my bench. Those 2 pairing up together would be great. We've had our time with McCarthy and Cokehead. Maybe they go vacationing together and can have some fun on the beach together. Maybe Mike and Mike can Coke and Coke. I don't know. Fuck them both.
All right. Sounds good. So I like the audible, bringing in Sean McDermott. Very cool. Billy, let's go with you. The 3 mics, or do we see an audible from you as well?
So our franchise bench cut as far as which coaches we want.
Like, which coach would you absolutely want and hire right away? That's your franchise. The bench would probably be like, who could I bring in as a coordinator?
Okay.
As long as I still have him on my staff. And then the other one I want nothing to do with.
All right. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to franchise Tomlin just because the reputation he has. I'm going to bench Mike McDaniels, and I'm going to cut McCarthy.
Okay.
I like McCarthy. Thank you for what you've done in Green Bay, but I don't think those 2 would jive together as well. And I think Mike McDaniels, he's got more. I think he could fall back into a coordinator role better than Mike McCarthy could. I think it'd be a little struggle there. So, franchise Tomlin, bench McDaniels, cut Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy. Man. Okay, I like it. Very cool. I'm gonna surprise you guys a little bit here that I'm actually gonna franchise Mike McCarthy. Because Mike McCarthy has not lost a Super Bowl. Mike Tomlin has. Mike Tomlin's been stagnant for since 2010. So I'm actually going to franchise. I'm going to go with Mike McCarthy. Also, if it's Pittsburgh. So you throw him in Pittsburgh, I think he thrives. So I'm gonna go with Mike McCarthy. That'll be my audible. It has to be Pittsburgh. Now I'm going to bench Mike McDaniels. Like, I want him on my staff because I think if you're the Steelers, again, that's how I'm basing this right now, just because that's just me. I do it weird. I think he and Rodgers could do some ayahuasca together and really have this awesome game plan and vision, right? And I'm actually going to let I'm going to cut Mike Tomlin here just because, one, the guy needs a break.
Mhm.
Two, I think he needs to reinvent himself a little bit.
Oh.
So, and he has time to do that. Go take this year, because I absolutely agree with you guys. He's one of the best head coaches in the NFL. I never want anyone to think I'm taking anything away from him. But if I'm looking at a certain opening like I am, I'm going whatever you're going on in the background too. So, no, I'm going McCarthy and McDaniels. But that's me. If you guys have something else, like I love where you were going already. But yeah, no, that was my franchise bench cut for you.
Definitely an interesting take on it.
Yeah. So that guys, this was our reaction, our recap to this last week of just football. Right? You had the national championship game, you had the divisionals, you had head coaching stuff. Just a crazy week of football. So thanks for coming along with me. Thanks for giving me your thoughts and your insights. I really do appreciate it. A lot of big stuff to happen. Obviously, we have championship weekend in the NFL this Sunday. Going to be exciting to be able to talk about who's going to the Super Bowl and what that's going to look like. We can start talking about, if Luke is going to bet against the Packers in the Super Bowl because they're not in it, and we can talk about other stuff like that. So $600 on the Packers not making the Super Bowl. Sir, you can't bet that. I don't care. So
still a bitch ass move, man. Just a bitch ass move.
It stings. It stings.
I knew it was gonna happen, guys. I knew it was gonna happen.
You manifested that
the
shit.
Packers are so predictable. They're so predictable. LaFleur is so predictable. Guess what? Like, it's like Groundhog's Day right now. We just re-signed him. It's like 4 more years of shit.
Okay, so let's end on this. Luca, give us your honest, open thoughts about the Packers signing Matt LaFleur.
Fine, if you sign LaFleur, please at least get rid of Goody. Please get rid of Goody.
He also extended.
I know, it's bullshit.
Okay.
It's so stupid. It's like the revolving cycle of BS. They're just there to protect each other. They're not actually going to do anything and win. It pisses me off. If LaFleur doesn't take us to a Super Bowl in the next, I think it's like a 4-year contract or something dumb like that. They should be calling for his head and Goody's head. It's going to be a whole nother rebuild for a year, and that's going to suck for a year.
Okay. Billy, what are your open and honest thoughts about the Packers re-signing or extending Matt LaFleur and Brian Gutekunst?
Honestly, I'm fine with it. I mean, if LaFleur was gone, I think I would have been excited to be like, okay, who would we get? Would it be like a Mike Tomlin or a Harbaugh, like was rumored?
Mm-hmm.
Now looking at it, I do agree. I think Tomlin could benefit from a reset, like you said. So I guess I'm okay with it. I just wish LaFleur will learn a lesson from this past year, and maybe even the prior year too. He needs to just be more aggressive. He needs to keep the foot down on the gas, not this build a lead and let's just back off and try to maintain it for the rest of the game. And then, we're up 20, it's a 10 or 20-3. And then we end up winning the game 23-17 because we did shit in the second half. I just wish he would learn to be a little bit more aggressive like his colleagues do.
Yes.
While still, maintaining some sort of integrity and sportsmanship and not running the score up. But I still think you need to be aggressive. And what I've seen and just my take on it is that these other teams made halftime adjustments.
Yes.
LaFleur did not prepare for that. And I was like, hey, it worked in the first half. Let's just do it. Or this was our game plan going into it. He needs to have a fucking plan B.
Oh, absolutely.
And he's not. So I hope he just learned a lesson that he needs to be a little bit more aggressive. And then the last thing I'll say is like, would it hurt if he relinquished his play calling and maybe give it to someone to share that load? I don't know, because like Lucas said, the shifts become really predictable and they get themselves in second and long all the time.
Yes.
By playing it safe. And then second and long turns into third and medium. And then you're punting. It's just I think he needs to some time to just really evaluate his strategies, just to be a sharper play caller.
Yeah, less motion.
Yeah. So I agree with you guys on a lot of those things. And the one thing I'll add to the whole Matt LaFleur play calling the Green Bay Packers is that, when we do get to the second half, we automatically go into a let's run the clock out type of offense where first down, run, second down, run, third down, pass. That is so predictable. And then what happens is that the defense, they're sending everybody on third down. And at this point, Jordan Love, I'm not ripping on him, Luca. I'm just saying I don't think he's capable of handling a full-out blitz. One, I'll say because the running backs are not picking up as good as they should be. They're not picking up the blitz, but he's also not making the decisions fast enough. It's coming too fast for him. He needs to slow the game down somehow, and that's where his coaches and his leaders need to be helping him do that. Okay, so he can't handle the blitz yet, and I think that's what happens in the second half of our games is that it's run, pass, run, pass. So run, it becomes, like Billy said, third and medium, and we got to pass the ball, but they blitz, and Jordan Love can't handle that, right? Like, so that we're doing 3 and outs. That was what we saw a ton against the Bears, was a 3 and out because we was run, pass, but on the pass it was a blitz, and nothing happened. So we have to you guys' point, be able to adjust on the fly. And again, this is just coming from an armchair coach that's like, oh, I see that. Like, how could my dumb ass see it and I'm not? So,
right. Can I rip on Jordan Love for a second, guys?
Oh, fuck yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. If you're the coach of the team and you know what you have for a quarterback, great. Jordan Love can do some talented things physically, but he has no offensive line. Is he going to roll out? Is he going to do the things he needs to do? No. I don't think he has the intellectual awareness to adapt and move out of the pocket, to do the scrambles they need to do. I agree with that. The other thing is, you're right. The running backs aren't picking up the blitz and chipping and anything. Jordan Love isn't picking up on that, to have that type of awareness. But also on top of it, Jordan Love cannot handle the motion that LaFleur's throwing out there in that offense, and it's throwing our guys to move a little bit and get those flags called. Whenever you have a big motion play, the defense does whatever they do, and I think it confuses Jordan Love, and he's like, oh, maybe they're doing this, and it's always some stupid trick play that we're doing, or we're doing something that he needs a couple extra seconds for, and it's a blitz. There's no bailout for him, and I blame that on LaFleur, but also Jordan Love isn't smart enough to know what to do. I don't think anybody's helping him. I don't think he's in the system that sets him up for success. And I'm sorry, Jordan Love's got some talent, but he can't handle that adversity. That's my 2 cents on Jordan Love and where he's flawed. He's definitely no Ryan Fitzpatrick on passing the Wonderlic. That's for sure.
Mr. Harvard, yeah. You know what I will say? Last note from me is if I read this right, Jordan Love finished the 2025 playoffs with the same number of touchdown passes as Caleb Williams. So, right, like, just the Bears got to realize he's not a 4,000-yard passer. He set their single season record, and it still wasn't 4,000 yards. So, just saying,
took him an extra game too.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, that's that on Jordan Love and where we are, guys. This was a great debate. This was a great session. I think we got a lot. We worked through a lot of things. Got a better insight.
Worked through my internet.
That internet, you figured it out halfway through. I think you got a couple of little things. We're getting there. We're getting there. So, but no, on this, I just want to roundtable it real quick. Any last notes before we sign off here? Billy, let's start with you. Anything you want to talk about?
We took a little hiatus for a couple months. It kind of felt good to get back to our roots and just talk sports. I kind of like being able to just talk about sports and get a little separation from real life. So it was good. It was a good session. So yeah, it was good. Thanks.
Absolutely. Agreed. Luca, what would you like to finish with here?
let's stick with tradition. Fuck the Dodgers spending like 240 million for 4 years on Kyle fucking Tucker. Like 60 million a year on that guy. Come on.
Yeah.
Forget the Dodgers, man. This is just getting childish at this point. I mean, baseball's so dumb now. I'm already over this next season before it's already started. Yes, we could all do deferred payments, but I'm sorry. I'm not willing to have a student loan baseball team that I'm paying off for the next 80 years and then I die and I still am in debt. Whatever. Fuck that franchise.
There's a lockout coming thanks to the Dodgers. So
Yep.
But all right. And I just want to end our podcast today saying thank you to everyone for being a part of listening to us, seeing what our insights are, what we're thinking right now, and just coming along for the ride. And thank you guys for joining me here with this. I really do look forward to continuing, like I said, kind of getting back to our roots. Let's refine this. Let's grow this. Let's nurture what we got here. We're a bunch of armchair guys with some Wisconsin roots, and well, damn it, we say bag correctly, okay? So don't come after us. We say bags just fine. So
bags.
Mm-hmm. Bags.
Not bags. Not bags.
I don't even know what that means. Like I don't know how to say bags any differently than bag. So anyway, on that note, guys, we will see you next time. And hey, say hi to your parents. Say hi to your folks.
Let's get it.
Their mama said hi.
Let's get it.